How can I make diffx ignore specific paths and not file names? Doing diffrx and lt, ignore list and gt, and lt, src dir and gt, and lt, des dir and gt. Doesn't seem to make diff ignore entries in and lt, ignore list and gt, if they are of the form and lt, dir and gt semicolon slash and lt, file and gt. Entries of the form and lt, file and gt, do however get considered. This is a problem since I might have multiple files named an lt, file and gt, in different subdirectories, some of which I don't want ignored. There doesn't seem to be much information regarding pattern syntax in the man page for diff either. From what I can tell, it's just the base name of a file that is considered by diff. See this URL if you're interested.
Listing directories should work. For example, here's what I've used in a script, assuming new diff. Which ignores contents of .svn and .git, dirs, but also individual files named .zip, .g/, etc. Edit in order to filter paths of the form dir_a/file1 but still diff files with the same base name, such as dir_b/file1 or dir_a/b/file1, then a list of files to diff would have to be generated, for example, using find, and the file to compare derived from these paths, for example, given. You generate the list of files to compare, excluding for example, /a/2.txt, but still comparing other files named 2.txt. Just find all files except 1/a/2.txt. A regex can also be used here, such as ./a/2.txt, which in effect ignores 1/a/2.txt and 2/a/2.txt, but still compares the other files named 2.txt. Edit or more fun with find. Additional fun left as an exercise for the reader. Select the files or directories to exclude and then diff everything else. The above example excludes the specific file, top/a/2.txt, any directory named b, and everything else is diff d. Instead of simple name b, you could also use regex./b. Note, no trailing slash.
To exclude directory/subdirectory, I use. However, although it should work for a single exclude, it should not be possible for a long ignore list as you have.
I had the same problem, so I created a patch to diff. The patch has yet to be accepted, but you can build your own version of diff with the patch or install on Arch Linux with an hour package. Here is the diff patch.